am back with, I'm not even sure what part it is, part 2, part 3, I'm not too sure. Got a new exhaust, got my old one off. Didn't film that process because it's pretty easy. If you guys will be able to figure out how to take it off. There are 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there. You have to remove this piece, so depending if you have forwards or mids. There's 3 bolts here total. There's a bracket. The whole exhaust comes right off. This is the Bassani 2-in-1. Something I'm having to do, if you notice that there's a little section cut out of there. So Bassani only makes this exhaust for mids, and this is their stainless. They do make a chrome or a black version for forwards, but I wanted to do stainless. So basically, got this Bassani. Don't mind that block. Basically, I've just been cutting it a little bit here and there. So basically, in probably 2 videos, maybe the next video, I'm not too sure when, I'm going to be cutting this a little bit more and just bending doing all pie cuts around there. There's going to be a tiny section of straight and then some more bends here. So basically, get this to work. Never seen it done, obviously, because it's going to be a lot of work. The exhaust is pretty expensive as it is. Plus all this extra added work, probably not the smartest idea, but I really like this exhaust, so that's what I'm doing. But for today, I'm going to be doing rear shocks. These are the Progressive 12.5s, but I went ahead and got some cheap air shocks. Fairly inexpensive, so we'll see how they do. I did not feel like spending $1,000+ on the Progressive air shocks, and the only reason why I'm changing them out, to be honest, is because the previous owner upgraded it and did the chrome springs. If this had the black springs, to be honest, I probably wouldn't even touch it. But I'm gonna pull them off, list these, sell them for whatever, and just get rid of the chrome. I hate chrome. Oh, the lighting's really crappy right there. I hate chrome, so get rid of the chrome, go black, and yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do kind of a time lapse. We'll see kind of how it goes. I'm not gonna explain how to remove the shock because it's 2 bolts. It's literally bolt up here, bolt down there, and a nut in the back. So you can see right there. So it's a nut, bolt, bolt. If there's any troubles I have getting these particular shocks on, these aren't meant for a Sportster. They're kind of universal. They are 12.5 inches, so the exact same length as this. Factory, I believe, is 11, so this is 1.5 inches higher. So yeah, there's basically the old Progressive shock. Now I'm gonna go grab a new one. Let's see, I don't need this. There's no rights and lefts. Basically, I think they're the same. But my biggest thing first, I just want to make sure that they're the same length. Cool. Basically the same, but yeah, you can see how the old black looks way better. I just gotta figure if I'm able to put this reservoir forward or back. I think it looks better forward, but I might not be able to because of the little side back here. It's probably gonna hit. So I'm either gonna have to modify this to go forward more or whatnot, but we will see. There it goes. So yeah, I'm gonna get the threads just cleaned up, a little bit dirty. So I'm gonna get those threads there all cleaned up. Same with the bottom. swap over whatever hardware I need. Just got that shock pulled off. Going to put this bolt in just to see if I need to use a spacer or a whatever you'd call that. And bolt doesn't fit. It's pretty close. I'm assuming that you probably could like Dremel that out, but these two pieces, this was in here, so I pulled that out. It's looking like that same diameter would replace this. So I'm gonna press this out and press that in, and then this bolt will just slide right through. And this is the washer for the backside. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's pretty basic. Literally just get a socket the same size as this. Don't mess up the actual rubber bushing itself, but same size socket is there. And just press it through. Just to show you guys exactly what to do. This is a 2014, by the way, so again, other years it might be different. It also might be different in your case. My bike already had progressive on it, so I don't know if things are different from stock to progressive. So anyways, these are normally inside here. Just press them out, super easy. Literally just get a bolt and tap it out. It comes out super, super smooth. I'll use this bolt as an example. So obviously it doesn't fit. That's the one that came on these particular shocks. These ones came on the progressive, but I'm assuming it's probably the same as stock. Fits in perfectly. So basically now what we're gonna do, now that we pressed these out, we're now gonna press these into here. So you can make this super, super easy. If you have it pressed, cool, awesome. If you don't, literally just bolt 2 washers and a nut. So we're gonna mount them this way. So we're gonna take this with a washer. And I threw a little bit of grease on here. You could do WD-40, whatever, it really doesn't matter. So basically take that like that, put it on there like this, take another washer, and then take a nut. Basically what this is gonna do is just press that right into there. And again, yours might be even loose, it just pops right in. This is a little bit more of a tight fit, so I'm having to do it this way. Just get it kind of straight, and everything else will kind of just work its way in there. Okay. Now it's just gonna literally just press right in with these. Almost no force. And just go until it stops, which is gonna be about right there. And just back it off, and you're done. So if you can see that, boom, now it's pressed in, and the factory bolt goes right in. Again, if you buy more expensive shocks, you probably don't even have to do this, but these are pretty cheap and they look better than the chrome. So I said, fuck it, why not? So now I need to press in the bottom one, literally exact same step. I'll just show you guys that again. Bolt with washer, spacer, put it on here. Another washer and nut. Same thing. Just make sure it's all lined up straight. It definitely does help if it's greased up a little bit. Okay, it's pretty straight. Literally, just tighten it up. And again, there's other ways to do this. This is just, for me, the easiest way. And it's so simple. And you're done. And then just back it off. I'm gonna go ahead, get this shock put on. Already did the other side, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the side. So just literally a little bit. I already cleaned out the threads. Just a dab. You're not gonna need very much. Just a little bit. All right. Just gonna go through just like that. There's gonna be a little spacer, and then you're just going to thread it right in. Make sure it's going in straight. My hands are a little greasy. Okay. Grab this right here. So it's hitting a tiny bit. You guys can't really see. Yeah, you can. Step towards the top. I'll just grab the camera and show you. It's hitting a tiny bit, the actual top of the shock against the strut. I don't care though. It's so minimal. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, let me adjust that. There you go. Just get this snug. Again, you don't gotta crank it down yet because we still gotta do the bottom one. Get it snug. And then the bottom one's basically gonna be the exact same thing. You're gonna have bolt with washer. It's gonna slide through here. Then you're gonna have this spacer. So bolt, washer. Okay, I need to jack the bike up a little bit. Let me jack it up a tiny bit. Perfect. So it's nice in there like that. These washers are kind of ugly. If I want to change it, I'll change it down the line. So basically it's going to be the same thing again. Threads in here, put a little bit of Loctite, and same the other side. Tighten everything up, and you should be good to go. So I'm going to get that done. Again, it's tightening bolts. You guys don't need to see me do that, but there we go. All done. Looks way better though. Originally I was gonna try to put it this way, but I just didn't want to mess with the back. There's actually another bracket on the bottom. I'm just like, yeah, didn't feel like messing with it. So we went that way, the standard way, which is fine. Looks good though. The black looks way better than these. So yeah, we will we'll see how it rides. They are air shocks, so there is a little valve underneath here. But we'll see how they ride. Those were definitely pretty stiff for me. I don't weigh that much. So I'm assuming if you're like 150 pounds or more, those are probably awesome. But for me, those were really, really stiff. So now that these are air shocks, I could just drop the PSI down, and the valving will actually be a lot better for my weight. So yeah, we'll see how it rides. Still got a bunch more stuff I'm gonna do. I have grips, I have bars, I have a gas cap, I have front turn signals, I have rear turn signals, got to finish the exhaust. So yeah, those will just be in the next coming videos, and we will go from there. But you guys have a great night.